All right, ChroNoSo listeners, welcome to YouTube and welcome to Mystery Titan Theater's leader, Kelly. Travis, what's going on, buddy?
I like that. You call me the leader. Thank you. I'm great. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to when you asked to do this. I was like, okay, let me look up the teams. And I was like, oh, great. We'll find out. This is one, as I mentioned before we were recording here, my favorite Survivor Series team of all time is on this list.
Wow. So the gimmick here is tier maker. We have all the Survivor Series names. There are 10 Survivor Series teams here with names, and we have goats, greats, goods, fine, and meh. Right? So 5-star names, 4-star names, 3-star names, 2-star names, 1-star names. So that's what we're looking at here, Travis.
We're just ranking the names because I'm like thinking
names.
okay, because all right, because that changes things. But all right, okay. I mean, yes. I still like mine then. Okay,
but you can still give a little, like if the $1 million dream has Honky Tonk Man in it, and you want to kind of give it a little extra credit for that, of course you can, right?
all right.
So unfortunately, there's some repeat names from last year, like the Dream Team, Hulkamaniacs, $1 Million Team. So it's a gimmick. So we'll see how it goes. But we're going to start off with Kelly. We're going to start off with the Warriors. What did you think overall of the names of the Warriors? I believe it was the Ultimate Warrior, Legion of Doom, and Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado.
Yeah. Little lazy. I like if it had more of a reference to an overt reference to the film, it'd be cooler. Like if they were more ragtag bunch of. I guess they do have face paint, but it
was the modern day Warrior, so
yeah. I'll go for me as a name. It's just based on that, and I guess I'd never really thought of it in that kind of manner. If you put it in the spin of as like the film, then it's pretty cool. So I'll go great. The Warriors.
Okay. All right, we'll see how we go. So what we'll do is we'll get them up here. We want to end up with 2 in each. And then we'll kind of massage it as we go. So if you have Warriors as great right off the rip, yeah, I think it's good, at least good with considering the rest of the name. But it is lazy. Is lazy great? I guess we'll find out.
You could say it's lazy, but it's also just like I said, like if they're inspired by this film where it has people in face paint who kind of look like the Legion of Doom, and even Kerry Von Erich with a headband looks like he could fit right in there. Then it makes it kind of cool. So and I had never thought of it that way, and that's just why I kind of bumped it up to great for me.
All right, cool. We'll see how it lands. So their opponents was the Perfect Team. It's Mr. Perfect with Demolition, all 3 numbers: Axe Smash and Crush. What do you think of the Perfect Team?
See, here's where this is my favorite Survivor Series team of all time. I love this match. I remember watching it for this because Mr. Perfect was my first favorite heel, the first heel I ever cheered for. And when he was it was down to it's Warrior and Tornado against him, and he is able to beat Tornado and then is dominant on the Warrior until he Warriors up and wins, kind of thing. It was like a real good showcase for a heel that you didn't see much at that time. So, but I'm getting off topic. As a name, the Perfect Team. Gosh, I think it's just so hard because I love everybody. I just love the lineup. I love Mr. Perfect as the leader, and then these 3 like S&M guys behind him. As a team or as a name, gosh, we'll just go good.
Okay, so this has also become memeable with like, why was Axe hair so puffy in the Survivor Series 19?
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
So
hilarious. And it looks like somebody said it looks like Pepsi Phil's hair recently.
Oh man, poor CM Punk. But yeah, actually, I see for sure.
Yeah.
All right. The next team here is the $1 Million Team. Ted DiBiase, The Undertaker, the Honky Tonk Man, and Greg the Hammer Valentine's to wrap up Rhythm and Blues. What do you think of the $1 Million Team name?
I think I'd keep it around good again as well. What I'm liking here is that people that are just putting team on the end of things is kind of
3 gimmicks here, right? And then we just don't see it.
Yeah. And it's got to be something that sets it apart. Now this next one, come on.
This This dream team here: Dusty Rhodes, Coco Beware, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. What do you
So
think?
when was the last match that the previous dream team had occurred with Valentine and Brutus? When would that have been, like 80?
WrestleMania 3 was the blow off in 87. So that's where they kind of turned on them.
Right.
And
So
they
would have
kind
been
of revamped the new dream team type of thing.
was there? Yes, with Dino Bravo. Yes.
So I
So
don't.
it had existed. So it was still, to me, it's like that's what kind of. Yeah, it sounds like a great name, the Dream Team. Like on its own, it's a great name, but it's already been done in different ways, and I get why they call it, because it's a dream. But again, I'm just keeping it in good, and we'll see. We'll put these ones that just have team right now. I feel like that's where they belong, and then we can, if we want to adjust afterwards, we can.
All right, the next one here is I personally think, an awesome name. It is the Visionaries.
Yeah, I'd put that right at the top. That's the best of the bunch so far, I'd say.
Absolutely. Rick the Martel, the Warlord, the Hercules, right? And Paul Roma.
Mm-hmm.
It really is an excellent name.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. Like, I guess it's because Martel knows what's fashionable. He can see into the future. And the Warlord has some sort of mystical powers that allow him to see a thing. And then you've got Power and Glory is like there. I don't know.
Sunglasses, the Vision, right?
Yes. Yeah. There we go. Exactly.
But I always thought it played into what would happen with Jake and his eyesight leading around here too.
Right? Interesting.
So they take away his vision, playing into the Visionaries. So I thought it was like a double entendre type of thing. But I love this name. This is probably GOAT category, one of the top 2 for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Their opponent here was the Vipers, Jake Snake Roberts, Jimmy Snuka, and the Rockers. What do you think of the Vipers? Another good name, in my opinion.
Another really good name. Yeah, I'd put it next to the Warriors. It feels like somebody the Warriors would be fighting against, another rival gang in the film. Yeah, it's weird. And I guess the Vipers could come off kind of rock and roll a bit, I guess, if you try to put a slant on it. I guess that's why Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty fit in there.
Isn't it a snake a viper too, in a way?
Of course. Yeah. No, that's why, like, it makes sense. Jake's the captain, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jimmy Snuka, he's probably encountered snakes in his life.
And the Isle of Tonga. Is he from Tonga?
Yes, wherever.
The snakes.
I guess they could spit it.
The Fuji Islands have plenty of snakes.
So there we go. Perfect.
Mixing up my my islands of Samoa area. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hulkamaniacs, Hulk Hogan, Jim Duggan, the Big Boss Man, and
Tugboat. Great Uncle Fred.
Like, it's a super fun name, but it's just kind of blah.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah, and it doesn't, like, whatever. Like, everybody's a Hulkamaniac band, so it doesn't feel special. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a fan of the Hulk, so you're a Hulkamaniac. I think they could have come up with something better. So I would go fine on Hulkamaniacs.
Yeah, that's where my gut tells me too.
Yeah.
You don't want to disrespect it, because like Hulkamaniacs is so,
of course,
like, cool in pop culture.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the 3rd year in a row that we've had Hulkamaniacs, right?
And it's 1990. They should be turning the page somewhat.
Right. So, all right. And their opponents were the Natural Disasters. A little prelude here. And Tugboat's on the other side here with a different name, but it's Earthquake, Haku, Tino Bravo, and the Barbarian for the Natural Disasters.
Yeah, just hearing that for the first time, it's a pretty great tag team name.
It is.
I'm flirting with GOAT with that, but I'll keep it on great. Keep it on great.
All right, keep it on great here. All right. These names here are much better than the actual teams. These teams are pretty bad on paper. The first one,
hodgepodge.
Yes, the Alliance of Nikolai Volkov, Tito Santana, and Luke and Bush, the Bushwhackers. What do you think?
And they're all baby faces, right? The name The Alliance is awesome. It's great.
It is, actually.
It does sound like more they'd be like ownership, though. You know what I mean? As opposed to this kind of, I guess they're going for like a United Nations type thing by the Alliance here, because it's Russia, Mexico, and New Zealand.
Civil War coming in here, but it might have been.
Yeah. I think we'll keep it at great. Wouldn't go higher than great.
It is pretty good. So, all right. I think this name is phenomenal, but the team not so much. And that is the Mercenaries, Sergeant Slaughter, Boris Zukov, and the Orient Express. What do you think of the name? The name better or the team better?
Well, I mean, there's a couple people on that team I really like.
Slaughter, but Slaughter's the best. But
And then Tanaka, man, I loved Tanaka. The Mercenaries is I put that up on Go Tier next to the Visionaries, man. That's like a great 80s cartoon right there. Visionaries versus the Mercenaries.
All right, so I gave you a task, but we're going to get to that at the end. We need to kind of massage this list a little bit, and let's take that time now. I think we agree that the Hulkamaniacs are the worst name, even though we respect it and like it. But since it's like the third year in a row, should we just move it down to math for now?
Sure.
All right. And then out of this good category, what is the worst name left here? Honestly, this went better than I thought it would for the names because a lot of these are generic. Instead of that, maybe we just call it generic.
Great. Yeah. And I think you have to move the Dream Team down because it'd been overused so much at this point. And recently, I'd move that to fine. I'd keep it on fine. I wouldn't put that to meh. I'd move it down one. Dream Team. Yeah. You think we need to get one more on the meth section? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're trying to spread the wealth here?
If you have OCD and you want to make it 2 for 5, then perhaps. But we can. There's a lot of respect for these names here.
Yeah.
I'm content if we go 2, 3, 3, 1, 1. Right. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Which I think makes sense. I think the only other one I would do is I'd maybe move the Alliance down to good. Either the Alliance or the Natural Disasters.
I think I would move the Natural Disasters.
Okay.
The Alliance would go on to some great success in 2001, though, led by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah?
Should we? Yeah. Or do we? Well, what's here? Here's the thing. I think the Vipers is a home run. Great.
Yeah.
Warriors versus Natural Disasters. What's your gut reaction?
Warriors.
Okay. So Natural Disasters versus the Alliance. I'm either or. I'm indifferent, but we got to. Which one's more greater than?
I would move the Alliance down.
Okay. All right. I'll favor the guest here. All right.
Thanks, pal. Well, you moved that up ahead of the perfect team, right? On the good tier there. Can we do that?
Absolutely, we can do that.
There we go.
Now, speaking of OCD, they have to go in order. So we're good here. I believe that the perfect team is a better name than the $1 Million Team. And then Mercenaries versus Visionaries. Oof. Like we're talking about cream of the crop.
Yeah. But I still think Visionaries, there's an aura of mystery to it. You know what I mean? Mercenary could just be that you've hired a bunch of goons, take out street justice, which is cool in itself. But Visionaries, it's like, there's something mystical going on there.
All right. So speaking of goons, I kind of tasked you with a mission here. Yes. So as we're kind of heading towards the end here, the mission would be to name the final Survivor teams. It is a 5-on-3 encounter. And the first team is Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and Tito Santana. Now, off the rip, what kind of name can we kind of hypothesize for them? What name could we come up with there?
Oh, gosh, it's just all over the place. Something like Total Paint Job, I guess a Total Paint. No, it doesn't make any sense.
What was Warrior and Hogan's name? What was it? That was Macho. Where it was. All right, so we can go.
No, they did
Ultimate Challenge. That was their gimmick, the Ultimate Challenge. So, how about the Ultimate Burrito? In honor for Justin.
No, we gotta make it a little less racist. Ultimate. Yeah, much better. How about the Ultimate Fire? Ultimate Fire, like something about because he's got that baby face fire.
Okay, we got
something to go from this Ultimate Strike because he's still coming off the Strike Force.
Okay,
Ultimate
Force with Hogan plays into. I think we found the Ultimate Force, and that's like a baby face thing coming together. So all right, but much better than the burrito gimmick that I thought.
Yes. Ultimate Force. That's pretty good.
Ultimate Force. All right. So the last team here is Ted DiBiase and the Visionaries, Rick Martel, the Warlord in Power and Glory.
Right.
So what can we come up with a name for them?
Something about a financial consultant who you can really count on, you know what I mean? Who they could like give you really good investments, something like that.
We can talk about into the future too, because they're visionary.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
High Rise Incorporation. Oh
yeah,
no, High
something
Rise.
like bull market. No, it does like they're going off like completely different. Something sure thing. What do you call it? There's got to be. Gosh.
So they're gotta. So we can money.
Easy money. Easy money.
Okay, easy. Ed money. Ed, what is that? Ed,
something dividends. Something dividends. Something. Inevitable dividends. Oh, that's too much of a mouthful. Inevitable dividends.
Glory, because we have the power and glory too. So
we
can play into that a little bit too. In the power with the Warlord too. So we can.
Yeah.
All right. So we got. I think we can go money and power, greed.
Yeah, glory and gold. Glory and gold.
Glory and gold's a good one. I like that. Glory, gold, and greed. Ooh, okay.
There we go. Right. There we go.
Glory, gold, and greed versus the what do we come with that? I already forgot.
The ultimate
burritos.
What's no. No. Endurance. Not the ultimate endurance.
Force.
The ultimate force. The ultimate force.
All right. We came up. We did them justice by crook or by racism.
That's
we did
awesome. Awesome.
I love Tito Santana. Oh, he was in your neck of the woods.
Dude, it's so cool to meet him and tell him, like I've said before, another well-known one of my just formative matches for me was them winning the tag belts against Strikeforce. I can remember it clear as day. And I got to tell him about that. And we got to talk a little bit about Martel and some of the other people he's stayed in touch with. And I can say he is coming back to the next season of Boom Pro Wrestling. So keep an eye out for that.
So did you let it out of the bag? He kind of stays in touch with Martel?
Somewhat. He says he messaged him a while back and about possibly getting together, and that it's kind of like or doing a bit of a tour with them in Korea.
That would freshen him up, honestly. That would be really cool.
I think it'd be awesome. But it sounded like it kind of just fizzled out, and he hadn't really heard much about it. But who knows?
Well, if he staged a fake real estate call, that's what Martel's doing. Right?
And then Martel, I know Korea was doing real estate too. That's funny that tag went into that. Yeah, but I know he's the coolest, and he's a teacher as well, right? So we share that. So it's really, really cool.
Awesome. I almost said Kelly again, like I botched the beginning, but Travis, the leader. Travis, the leader. Way to lead us to this awesome tier here to end this episode of ChroNoSo. Travis, this is great. We can kind of check you out every other Saturday night on Twitch.
That's right. Yeah, occasionally Fridays. Yeah, twitch.tv/Jarvis Washing Machine. Give us a follow, and we're also on YouTube. Just look for Jarvis Washing Machine. That's where we'll put up after we put up the live shows. Give us a follow, give us a like. I've got a Patreon and everything. Like, oh gosh, the Patreon is where it's at. It's lately we've had some real gems.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you, and Travis, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Ryan.